Welcome again to Crossword Games. My opponent Andrew tonight may be familiar to you. This is our fourth battle between the Sisters Battle and the Ultramarines. They're again going onto the table for another War Games match here. Tonight is a 2,500 point grudge match. We've played 3 times already. As you may recall from the last video, it was a grudge match as well because we were trying to break our tie of 1 win, 1 loss to each other. And of course, we comically ended up with a tie at the end of our 3rd game. So tonight we've decided that there's no way there's going to be a tie. We have 2,500 points per side. We're using the battle missions book with the new Vanguard mission, which should allow us to pummel each other into paste and give us the chance to actually have a winner on this one. So tonight, 2,500 point grudge match, Sisters Battle, Ultramarines. One of us is going to walk away a winner. One of us is going to walk away. Well, you're going to walk away a loser.
Not happy, basically.
But here's my opponent, Andrew. Welcome again to Spectre Studios. And we're going to have one more match on the table for the Sisters of Battle.
Bring in Marnius for this game. Con in the heavy support. Let's see if we can do something. Alright, so this is my 2,500 points for the Ultramarines. We'll go over right here. Basically, I have, starting on this side, we got our first tactical squad with a power weapon sergeant. Banners just for show. I always bring the banner. Flamethrower and a heavy bolter. And then behind it is another tactical squad with a power fist sergeant, flamethrower, and a multi-melter. And then it's the same makeup as the second one, which is power fist, flamethrower, multi-melter for a 3rd squad. Then there's a small devastator squad with 4 missiles. Marnius over here is joined with his Terminator buddies, hammers and storm shields. And there's also a librarian right next to him who has Null Zone and Might of Ancients. And then we have our assault squad, the Avengers of McCrag, with the Power Fist, Plasma Pistol, and a Flamethrower in there. And then we got 2 Rifleman Dreads. We have our 3 Rhinos in the back here, which are going to house our tactical squads. I got my Predator Annihilator, which is all last cannons. And then I have my Vindicator next to that, which is, Siege Shield, pretty much blasty stuff. And then the Crusader, which is going to house the Terminators, Librarian and Marnius. That is my 2,500 points. Let's get them.
Good evening. This is my Sisters of Battle, 2,500 points, the Sisters of the Righteous Holocaust. We have Uriah Jacobus and his Battle Conclave, 2 Crusaders, 2 Arcoflagellants, 5 Death Cult Assassins. They'll be riding in a Rhino transport. I have my Canoness with her Sororitas Command Squad. We're using the heavy weapons this evening, and I am proxying the heavy bolters for multi-melters, so they'll be running multi-melters in the squad. They'll be riding in an Immolator with the Twin Link multi-melter set up as well. I then have 2 Exorcist heavy support choices, the Exorcist tanks, and moving into the troops, 1 fast attack, the Seraphim fast attack squad with 2 Inferno pistols each on 2 of the sisters. I have 2 Dominion fast attack squads. They'll both be mounted in twin-linked multi-melter immolators, and they have a flamer and multi-gun duplicated in each squad. The Sister Superior has a plasma pistol and power weapon, and there'll be a priest riding with each squad to give it the extra close combat support with the rerolls on the assault. Then I have 3 Sisters of Battle troop squads, 10 man each. 1 squad has a heavy bolter and storm bolter combination, and the other 2 squads have 2 special weapons each, a flamer and meltagun and 2 flamers, and all the Sister Superiors are set up with storm bolters as well. And one of the units will be riding in a Rhino, and the other 2, with special permission from my opponent, we've employed the Imperial Armor Repressors, which are effectively, if a Imperial Guard Chimera and a Space Marine Rhino got together and had a baby, they would encounter and create this type of vehicle here. It's a Rhino chassis with a Stormbolter and Heavy Flamer combination, a large dozer blade for anti-riot control, and they can transport 10 individual models. 6 of the models can fire from the firing slots on the sides, and 1 model can use the hatch to fire out of the top as well. So somewhat the capacity of a Rhino transport, but adding some of the Chimera capacity to shoot out of the vehicle without disembarking. And that is my 2,500 point list. Hopefully, in our grudge match this evening, we'll be able to come away a victor.
Alright, so basically done with my moving on. I moved my Devastators up because I think the best fire lane I'm going to get here is in this general area. I can see most of the field. They're going to try running in a bit. And then I moved my Land Raider up to cover. Basically, my objective is to clear people off those objectives and claim them afterwards. So that's the biggest opening the Land Raider has to get in there. So not really much choice there. Vindicator is kind of staying there. Dreadnought's going to be able to get a couple shots. So is that Dreadnought over in the corner. These guys are my other two scoring because most objectives are on this side of the board. So my goal is to have at least a couple of them. I'm probably going to focus more towards the middle and the back. Predator moved up and popped smoke to cover itself as well as the Dreadnought after I try and do a snipe shot into that Rhino. I got two Dreads that are going to try and take it down. We'll see if it happens. And that's about it. So we're going to try and hoof the Devastators. See if we can get a better vantage. Oh, there we go. That helps a lot. So 6. Oh, so I probably should roll the thing. They will get. We're going to bring them out here. And now we're going to try and shoot in. I don't know if you can get an angle on that, but I can definitely see the side arc. You're going to get a cover save with my 48-inch autocannon shots. So 1 autocannon shot, or 2 red, still 2 shots. So, 2 hits, and high die. Strength 7 versus 11 on the side. So nothing. I think that is all I have for this round. So we will see what the sisters can muster with their shooting.
All right, Sisters of Battle round 1 movement. I've really elected to stay in my stronghold here. The Canoness's immolator has moved up 6 inches just to kind of get us out of any kind of shots from the left-hand flank. The Exorcists have adjusted slightly to get angles of fire, but remain in cover from any other return fire. And the other transport vehicles have really remained in place, holding until something can come to us. The Sisters are a short-range battle army, of course, so we really need to let them cover the distance before we allow us to get shot. So that is Sisters of Battle movement round 1. All right, with the Sisters of Battle round 1 shooting, you've got a limited number of targets and a limited number of units to shoot. Basically, the 2 Exorcists have targets to aim at that are in range. The Exorcist on this side is going to aim at the Devastator squad. I believe it's within our 48-inch range. That could be close with a... Yep.
You see him cleanly, probably?
I think I see 4. Okay.
As long as, well, if 3 are obscured in any way, then I get a cover. But.
Yeah, no, I see a full 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Exorcist is, of course, a random shot. So it gets D6 shots. 1 shot against the Devastators. Ballistic skill 4, so I need 3s, which hits. And strength 8 for a wound. Yep. Already killing the Sarge.
I got Marnius. We don't need sergeants when Marnius is around.
All right. The other Exorcist has a very covered Rhino to aim at. It's certainly held down in this position.
These are player
So, again, a random 4 shots on this one, which we could have used on the Devastators. Only need 1 shot on a Rhino. So again, needing 3s. So 3 hits. And it is a strength 8, so 3 glance, 4 is penetrate. So 1 glance, 1 pen.
Alright, so I'm going to do cover.
With plenty of cover.
So this is for the pen. Nope, pen goes through, and then the glance. They both go through.
So red is pen, blue is glance. It is an AP1 weapon, so the penetration is a 4, so immobilized.
Yep.
And the glance is a 4 to immobilize, but +1 to become a wreck.
Okay, so it's wreck. They take a penny test, which I'll pass because of my special.